Favorite things.
Well, hello there. Thanks for joining us today. It's Friday, a beautiful Friday in sunny Colorado, and we're here to talk to you about real estate and all other things. Lots of other things too.
Lots
of other
All
things.
kinds of things.
Yeah.
Plosive things.
Plosives.
Oh, yeah.
Did you really
Yeah.
want to talk about plosives? Whoa, that was
Oh, you almost knocked your microphone right
No,
out
that wasn't
there.
very good.
Yeah.
It was just a big word that you
Well,
used.
I know, but I kind of have
It
a lot
was.
going on here, and I don't think that this is great because, like, when I want to dive for the mixing board here, for something like or what, whatnot, my giant mic is in the way, so I'm not.
I don't know. That's
These
your,
are problems that we
this
have.
is your problem.
Yeah.
not me. This is
I
a
know.
you problem.
Well, this is
Yeah,
and
'cause
on that
ours-
note-
Ours are good.
I know yours are good.
Yep. I'm Shannon.
Yeah.
Welcome.
The lovely Shannon Crook.
Hey. Hi there. Vámonos, muchachas.
Her famous line, she's known
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Explain later.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'll explain later. Or not. Whatever you want.
I don't know if we should.
It was a good
it was
one.
so bad. Give it up for
I
Brian
think you should
Taylor.
explain.
Yep. Bad
Yeah.
cop. Hey, Lilo.
Bad cop.
Yep.
Oh.
El Diablo Rojo.
Trying to be the good cop.
Yep.
Trying to be.
Some days.
Working well.
Some days
Some
you're a
days.
good cop. Just
Well,
depends.
if you're first time joining us, thanks for joining us.
Yep,
we
thank
are
you.
we are live on our Colorado Native page. It's Feel Good
Yes.
Friday. We talk about a lot of stuff on this show, not just real estate.
You know what we haven't talked about in a long time?
No, Shannon, what?
Our favorite things.
Favorite
Oh.
things. We need to bring that
We need
segment
to bring
back.
something favorite
Yeah.
back. I can think of something that's a favorite of mine. Right
By
now.
all means,
Right now.
please.
My hot dog bar.
Oh, you want to talk about your
Yeah,
hot dog
I did
bar?
a hot dog bar.
Well, before we
Oh,
get
yeah.
to that,
Let's-
did you notice the dew?
Oh, the
Yeah,
dew.
the Diet Dew.
Where's the dew?
Yeah.
This
Put it
episode is
back.
brought to you by
Diet Dew. Put it up.
Diet Dew.
Not by Diet Dew, but
If it were,
I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
fueled
It
by.
should be.
it's fueled by.
By Diet
It's
Dew,
powered by.
It is brought to you though by Colorado Native.
Yes.
yes.
Powered by, brokered by,
Brokered by, powered by,
independently owned by.
Man,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Girl.
God, we got all the things.
Like,
I can
it's all-
explain it all too if
toot
you'd like.
toot.
Yeah. Yeah, we are gonna talk about that a little bit. We'll talk about
Yep.
that.
Go
a
to
little
my
bit
hot dog
in the-
bar.
You wanted to
Go.
Let's go to hot dog bar.
No, talk about
Just
my hot
straight to
dog
the hot
bar.
dogs?
Yes.
All right, let's
So
do
we
it.
hosted a party for Avery's 10th birthday last weekend. Asked her.
My daughter is 10.
Yeah, she's gonna be 10 on Tuesday.
Oh.
We're old. She's getting old, and we wanted to.
These are some various hot dogs from the pot.
She said she wanted to do a hot dog bar, and we thought, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. You can see the menu on the little side of the table there. This is just the.
Oh, I should have had a picture of that.
I should have put a picture in there of the menu. These are all the toppings, but what you can't.
Sorry.
Go ahead. What you can't see is the queso, the green chili, the crock pot of hot dogs. We had like a whole nother area.
That's a
of-
really
of-
good looking veggie tray, by the way. So I want to give you some.
Oh, credit.
What's up on the veggie tray?
I love to entertain. It's one of my favorite things.
In my best
It is.
opera voice.
It's your favorite.
You get a
thing.
veggie tray. You get a.
veggie. You get some celery.
Yep.
Also, what you may notice, and you'd have to really be a Chicago fan, is you may notice that the color of that relish in there
Bright green.
is atomic green.
Why?
And
Oh,
next to that is some authentic Vienna Station Yardinaire. Oh, and by the pickles, the kosher
Yep.
dills, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's some sport peppers right there. So those
We had
are
to
Yeah.
order it. We had to
Yeah.
order it in. We
Yeah.
flew it in from Nathan's.
For
What we-
Chicago dogs.
Yeah.
What
Chicago
we
dogs.
didn't do is, the Chicago dogs were off the hook. What I wish we had was the poppy buns. I'm just gonna say that was the one
Yeah,
place
those
that
are
was
tough.
lacking. And then also next time, man, I don't know how to say this and not hurt Nathan's feelings because they were pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. They did great for us. We served a lot of people. We made a lot of dogs, so they worked really well. But next time we're going straight up Frankfurters.
Oh, you need a
doing
bigger
it.
dog.
We're doing it.
Oh.
Yep.
We griddled the dogs. We should have sliced them in half. Or you?
I know you like that.
I like that.
I know that's
when it's,
your
It's
jam.
like
Maybe because of the
filleted.
amount of toppings, I think that would actually work a little bit better.
What is it called?
Like make it a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it a little better, like a bedding of for all the goodness.
And then it would have been like grilled on the inside.
You know, once you have a hot dog bar, you kind of become an expert. So
yeah,
I'm not.
Now
gonna
you're gonna blow it up. Blow it up.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we got the stuff from Chicago. Okay, so that was check.
When I told Brian we were doing the hot dog bar, he was like, "You guys are having a hot dog bar? What day is it?" He's like, "What time?" He goes, "I have a showing in Lafayette at like 1. I think I could cruise down." I'm like, "You're not gonna make it.
That's love.
You're not gonna make
right
it.
there.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it. We'll save you some
from
pictures."
Lafayette to Colorado Springs.
That's for
I
a
could
hot dog.
have made it.
For a hot dog, we were about it. It was fun.
What
It was fun.
what she left out of that story was I was snowboarding in the morning. I was gonna hit the hot dog bar and then still make it to the showing in Lafayette.
What's the place in Vale that you guys like? The
Blue Cow.
Blue Cow.
Oh, Blue Cow.
Yeah, that's also a favorite thing, I would have to
Yeah,
say.
and you got to get it the traditional way, like we had it with. I mean,
Yeah.
And is it a
That's-
Polish
You
gotta have everything
sausage?
you just got to do
No,
it.
it's
the way
all
they do
it's
it, just-
they're Swiss veal hot dogs. Oh my god.
And there's literally like 3 things on their menu in there, right? Like what's on the menu? It's
No,
soup.
they have a lot on their menu actually.
there's only 2 things.
It's
It's
only
soup,
2 things. Yeah, soup and
soup
a
and hot
salad.
dogs.
Oh,
and then
really?
it's like the
I guess I
bar.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I remember when you got hot dogs when we were up in Vale last Thanksgiving. You literally
good.
got like 10 of them, and it was
The
maybe-
brown
Yeah.
mustard.
You
and
took
the
them
bread.
home. You said you
Oh,
couldn't
it's
take.
like-
You couldn't go home without this hot dog
Yeah.
to carry for later on. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, it was like $120 for frickin' 10 hot dogs or something crazy.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
It was worth it. Fresh
All
bread.
day.
I mean the everything on it, all the fresh ingredients that are on it. Oh my god, those.
Well, it
that
was like
is,
some sort of sprouts and some weird mustard. I mean, it was like the weirdest
brown
combination
mustard,
of
sprouts,
of all of the stuff on a hot dog.
Well, and it costs a lot of money
onions,
to live in
parsley.
Vail, you know.
It
Yeah.
costs a lot of money to
Vale's not cheap. You're not going there to save money.
That's right. So those, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
just the way it is. You know.
Call me.
Yeah.
Let's go to
right.
Vale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Let's go.
Check this out. Look at this big winner.
Yes. So I'm in a class on Monday. I answer my phone during lunch break, and it's Nava. Is that how you say his name?
Oh, yeah, you
It's
nailed it.
Nava from Fox 21 News. And
Yeah,
he
he's
called-
British with
and
the
he's-
cool mustache
He's got a
and
really
stuff.
sweet stash, and he's like, "Hi, Shannon. Just wanted to let you know that you won the Duncan Club winner." And I was like, "Oh, I did."
Cheerio,
Yeah.
chaps.
And I was
Cheerio.
like, "What did I win?" And he was like, "Well, you won this Duncan Club mug and a gift card to or gift certificate to Dunkin' Donuts." And I was like, "Okay."
Your English accent needs work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's god awful.
I was-
God awful.
I was like, "Well, what do I got to do?" And he said, "Come pick it up at the office." He got my coordinated the day and time, which was Wednesday after 1. So we went down there, picked it up. I had to sign a document for the IRS for Fox 21 News, which this document literally had everything you needed to like steal my identity. It had my name, it had my phone number, it had my social security number, it had my email address, and it might
How
as
much
well-
was the
So-
gift card?
So
It was
just
like a
know that when
$600
you're
gift
signing
card?
up to get the Dunkin'.
I don't even know what's on the gift card. I haven't cashed it yet. But I just told her, I said, hell no. I said, all that needs to do is get into the wrong person's hands and my identity is stolen. I said, I'm not signing that. And
Again.
she's like, yeah. She goes, well, we need it for the IRS. I was like, then have the IRS call me. I'm like, please, I'm not giving you all that info.
Yeah.
She's
been
like,
burned before.
she's like, it's in a locked cabinet. I'm like, I'm sure it is. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's in a locked cabinet.
In a
There's
lock.
no-
It's in the
There's
lock.
no
box.
problem. There's no problem about that at all.
Long story short, though, you did get a sweet mug and some donuts. So
I did.
Yeah.
My mug is
And you
super
got
sweet.
pretty cool.
And you got
Yeah.
a cool call from a chap from England.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
right.
was on the news. I didn't even know it
Yeah.
until later on.
That's awesome.
So
Nice job.
yeah, thanks. But
What
yeah,
else we got here?
also one of my favorite things, John Mayer.
Yeah.
Yep, he's
Mayer.
going solo. He's gonna be him on a guitar or on a stool just like that. This show's gonna look like this: him on a stool with
With
his
the Martin?
acoustic guitar and just Mayer
I'll take it.
ripping it.
Give it to me, John.
Do you think he will?
I hope so. Jeez.
He's going April 3rd to Denver. So this is not my favorite thing. Don't go poop at
Don't
an open
poop.
house.
Yeah.
Seriously,
It's
guys.
serious. If you
Don't
have,
do it.
you're gonna do it like sound thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's
You don't
there's
have a
like
sound effect for that?
I'm
Like, come
sure
on.
we could think
Oh,
of
I
something.
do. I'm sure.
So
Yeah.
when we're out showing houses or we're holding open houses, sometimes somebody has to go to the bathroom. Sometimes it
Right.
happens. Typically, the protocol on that is call the listing agent. Say, I've got a little 5-year-old here. They got to use the bathroom. Is that okay? Because sellers don't like it when people go poop in their house. It's just a thing. Because sometimes things happen and they forget to flush a toilet. Sometimes they clog it. It's really gross. So don't do it. It's etiquette.
That would be rough.
Do you think that we've had it happen where somebody's went and done a number 2 in a house and we were like witness to it? What do we do? Well, thanks. Can you?
I remember that.
It was really uncomfortable. It was not fun. It was not a fun conversation. So there's just things that happen on the road, in the market, and we got to talk about it. And pooping is one of those things. So you guys are welcome. It's Friday.
Pull yourself on over at the nearest Walgreens or CVS market or
what's the kid book? Everyone poops. Isn't that the kids book?
Yeah, there is one. There is one of those.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's talk about our listings because we've got 2 coming on, Brian, in the next week. We've got
So this one's still on, still under construction. That's the one in Lafayette. That's one we were showing.
Yep.
That one is
because the listing broker has to be present for all showings. That'd be you. You got to go up there.
That would be me.
That's an extra layer of service for our
boy.
sellers. It's an extra layer of protection for our sellers, and it's a courtesy to be there for the buyer's agent and the buyers, and helps them be able to see the vision and answer any questions that those people have.
Really good.
Kudos to you for doing that, and I know that it adds a lot of value for our clients. So I love it.
Oh, yeah. They get the specs. They get all that. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
and we have access to all the information that they need right on site. So.
Yep.
Well,
and then we have one that's coming on Monday. So we'll shoot photos tomorrow. We'll tell you a little bit about that. An amazing home in Littleton, and has an Airbnb already in it. So it's an income producing right off the top. Yeah, it's cool.
That's awesome. That's super exciting. House hack your house. House hack your new house.
Yeah, get in there. You could have. I mean, it's totally detached. You can close it off. Has its own like living space. Everything else. It's so cool. So, we'll have that on Monday. We have a condo coming up. We have another house in Parker coming up. So we got a lot coming on in the next couple of weeks.
Still
got this bad boy.
Yeah, we do. 9962 East
Still
Idaho
getting showings,
Circle.
though.
Yeah, we're getting showings. Getting good feedback. We just don't have an offer. I need an offer. I need to bring my seller an offer. So call me. Let's get in there. Get out.
Do it.
Let's do it. Sell this bad boy. That's
Tell
what
us about this photo.
Yeah, tell us about this photo, Brian. Who's that?
That could or could not be me. After I may or may not have cut off a client, I don't know.
Yep.
I think that's
the client happened to be my brother-in-law.
So.
Yeah, we were like, you probably deserved it. You're going too slow.
Yeah, had to go. Like, come on. Like, you're in a construction
he
zone.
felt strong enough to take this photo.
He took a picture. He was like, oh, I got to get this guy. I don't know if it was the Colorado Native Realty sticker or the fact that it was you or that you cut him off or the Subaru. It could have been all of the above.
The Subi.
Well,
yep.
I think that the Colorado Native Realty sticker definitely.
It would have been way cooler if your snowboards were on the top on the rack.
Totally would have been better.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
Yep.
I would have been happier. Yeah.
And we would have been like, it made sense why he was driving so fast. He was in a hurry. He came down the mountain. He needed to get to an appointment.
He was going to that house in Littleton.
Yeah, get out of his way, Mark.
Yeah. Just merge faster. There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's trying to get that thing to the market so you guys can see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you would like a Colorado Native sticker of your own, just
call me.
Hit us up.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
Or hats. Like, we got a couple hats.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we still have hats left and socks.
We might have some T-shirts.
T-shirts are different sizes, so maybe I'll do it when I do the post on it. I'll say share this, and I'll send you a sticker.
We'll have to.
Or socks.
You know
we got lots of socks.
Lots of socks.
That was all from last year, or was it 2
years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah.
So we're coming up on another need for some swag.
I think we should get some grocery bags with the Colorado Native.
Oh, that's a good
idea.
idea.
the to-go bags.
Forward.
Yep. So
here's my 10 cents.
Yep. Here's my dime bag.
You get a bag. You need a bag.
Well, it'd be fun.
I needed a bag. I was at the store and it was either $1 for the bag or 10 cents per bag. I'm
You
like,
know who has this figured out is Sam's Club. We were over there.
Oh, Sam's
and
Club got us.
They've got these bags and they're super cool. They're, I don't know, were they $10 maybe?
They're $12 a piece.
Yeah, so $12 a piece.
Did we buy 2 of them or
we
4?
did one for each car, and they're like kind of like what you see the
They're
Uber
huge.
Eats people have or
They're
whatever.
huge.
And you just keep it in the back of your, and it's insulated or whatever, so you could just put your your cold stuff or whatever that you want in there, and then zip it. It has a zipper, and you just keep that in the back of your car with your other bags. And
we put bags in our vehicles, in each vehicle.
That's a pro tip.
The problem is when you take the bags into the house, you forget to bring it back out.
You don't
Always.
forget, but that's what you have to do.
You have to replace
that's
the
the
bag
trade-off.
for the next time you go to the store for the 10
But
things
now
that you have to
that
get.
we're in this bag predicament when nobody has bags or nobody wants to pay the 10 cents for bags, or you don't want to, it's almost like a challenge when they're like, how many bags do you need? 0. Like,
I got my own.
dude.
as you're like walking out,
Yeah.
you're like, I made it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll be
carry-
using this cart as long as I can.
Take
Yeah.
it and put it in the back of my truck. But I think I literally think we should
I'm
do
not
some
gonna do that.
grocery bags for the to go.
I like the grocery bags.
I
That's
think
a good
that
idea.
would be a good thing to hand off to our clients and friends, and it's functional.
We could let people give us
Love
some
it.
feedback on that. What do they want?
Yeah, what do you guys want?
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
tell us.
Yeah, buddy.
Leave it in the comments below
Yeah, do it.
right now.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Be like,
Bring it.
You can have like the
type it
Chloe.
on out.
Was that Chloe Kardashian's?
Yeah, that was a good post, by the way. People really like it. She's got an amazing pantry, and it was Khloe Kardashian. She is not Chris's most favorite person, although she does make good American jeans. Sing the song.
She was a good American.
There you go. She makes really awesome. She makes awesome jeans.
American.
I like her jeans.
Awesome.
Richie jeans.
Yes. They.
I didn't
really,
even know she made jeans like so.
Yes, all of
Stretchy
the
jeans
Kardashians
for her
are
big
into
booty.
something. Kylie is into makeup. She's got like makeup. She's like the richest out of all of them. Kim does Skims, and Chloe does Good American.
Porn.
And then
We do talk about everything on this show.
I know way too much
so
about all of them.
informative.
So
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah.
So the pantry was amazing, but it reminded me of a pantry. We have clients that like to go out and go pop in open houses on the weekend. So every time I talk to them, they're like, "Hey, Shannon, we just went to this open house." I'm like, "Did they try to get your info?" And I'm always like, "Just put down my number. They'll never call you again. Like, just put my number down, whatever." But she told me that one of the houses they went into was like a secret hidden pantry where it was like it was super sick, where you opened it up and it opened all the way into this whole big another room behind the kitchen that was this massive pantry. And I was like, I want that. And it reminded me of those pictures of the post with the amazing pantry with all the food. I think your mom was like, that food would go bad. I'm like, you obviously have no idea
here, though?
how much preservatives are in Italian dressing.
This, if you want to talk about that kind of stuff, though, like this pantry that we've referred to at least 5 times, 10 times in the last 10 minutes, we should have one of those photos pop up, boom, of the pantry.
I'm sorry, I didn't send that to you.
Oh,
like
that's a
if
good
we
idea.
just had the technology to put a photo of that up.
But
Man,
Shannon,
it would be
write
so
that
much better.
down.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down.
So,
I'm gonna put it on a little
While we
piece of
waste
paper.
5 more minutes.
I'm gonna
talking
put it on a
about
little piece of paper. I'm gonna fold it up real
Khloe
tight.
Kardashian.
I hand it over to you. Just
He's
say, "Here you go."
he's just mad that we're talking about the Kardashians. That's it.
Oh, whatever.
What a waste of time.
Oh, well,
Totally.
I didn't waste my time this week.
Let's talk about wasting your time and what's worth your
Yeah.
time.
What
Like, if
did you do?
you're- Yeah.
What did I do?
Oh,
Yeah.
what did you
Yeah,
do?
I took a employing broker class. It was 24
Oh, yeah.
hours. It was 12 credits of CEs, so I've handled my CE credits for the next 3 years, according to Dora. Aside from my annual commission update,
That's not true, though, because you only get credit for 12.
you have to
Yeah.
have 12
Yeah, they don't.
credits every 3 years. This is your Dora guideline. I took a test on this yesterday, just so you all know.
She's
brokers
a managing broker now. She knows
I am-
what she's doing.
I'm not yet. I haven't elevated my license. 12
I know.
hours of annual commission update, 3 years in a row. This is your 3 year. You
Yeah.
have to have 2021,
But 4 of those need to
2022,
be
2023.
ACU update.
There,
Yeah.
those are your
No.
3. These are your
No
3.
one-
12,
Do it.
4 times 3. Your other 12 hours of your credits can be electives. You only need you only need 24 per 3 years. We overtake hours. We take 12 hours a year because we
get
can.
learned.
Because
Yes.
we're good.
Yes.
That's how good we are.
And I just take classes for fun, especially if they're free, because I love it.
Yeah. Those are good classes.
If it's on
Who
Zoom,
doesn't love a class?
if it's on
Betty,
Zoom.
you teach a fine class.
Betty did teach a fine class. Although there
you
was way
passed.
too much like chitter chatter going on in the background.
I got to tell you,
Oh my gosh.
if and when like I ever go into teaching classes for real estate, I'm going to start, by introducing myself. Hello, I'm Chris. Da, 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 da. This is why I'm teaching this class because of blah, 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 whatever. And then I'm going to say, I want you to know, everyone in the class, that there is such thing as stupid questions. And I would like you not to be the person that asks those questions. Thank you.
Are you gonna call them out and be like, that was a dumb
No,
question?
because
This is why Chris shouldn't be teaching a class.
if you
talk
taken,
about HR.
because we take so many of these classes, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've taken so many of them. I know how many times a realtor wants to hear themselves speak.
They do like
and
to,
tell you how they work with investors.
They do like to
And
talk. Everybody likes to talk, but your problem with your talking is don't go on camera.
I know, it's
don't
like-
go on camera going, I miss my ACU for 2022. Can I go back and take it? No, you can't. You are now inactive, and you need to go take Betty's reactivation course next month to keep your license active. Have fun. Good job admitting that on camera.
I know.
That wasn't me, by the way. That wasn't me
know.
because I take my
because
stuff.
we do our stuff.
I
We
take
do
my
what you
stuff
gotta do.
every year. So
Do what we got to do.
yes. So long story longer, I got I took my test. I took the class. It's been on my vision board for the last 2 years to get my managing broker designation.
That's pretty cool.
So this just means that high five. This means what? That I can manage everybody at the brokerage should I decide to do so.
So we'll be
Currently, Brian's
we'll
the managing
code.
broker.
Yeah,
We'll co-manage together.
And I think it even says that in his name.
Oh,
no,
it just
we
says
took that out.
I need to
That
put
was
that
too
back on there.
pretentious.
We should put
Yeah.
co-managing broker under
You
each
guys
one.
want
co.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll just be associate
Yep.
broker.
We'll put on yours not co.
Yep. Yep.
He'll be
Well,
like,
as much fun as I heard Shannon having, I'm not gonna say I'm like just chomping at the bit to go.
I slept really
knock this
good.
bad boy out.
I slept really good.
Yeah.
I read a
Well,
lot.
you did.
I
Good job.
heard a lot of like commission position update, blah blah blah.
Ooh, that's fun.
3
Commission
point
position.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I can
Yeah.
tell you
What is the commission position?
on what?
yeah.
On what?
Everything.
There's a lot
There's
on,
one on
on
everything.
Teams,
That's good.
on trust accounts,
Oh yeah.
on
Yes.
Commingling.
on commingling, on coercion. That's
Yeah.
another good
Or
one.
what about coercion?
On reaps.
Ooh, yeah.
Do you know what a reap is?
Yeah.
What is a reap?
Reap what you sow.
No, that's not.
Oh.
That's not it.
Oh, I haven't taken the class.
You
I
just
would've
failed. You
Yeah.
just
Right?
failed.
He's not in the
Yeah.
class. That's why
Yeah.
you're good. He's fine.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to know.
Yes.
Don't
That's how
worry.
you know.
Don't worry. One
I'll-
day
I'll
I'll
school
need to
you.
do it. And
Yep.
Yeah.
It was fun.
But kind of talking about all that, we have we were talking about earlier, what's the things that drive us nuts? And why does it matter who you hire? And it's having 2 managing brokers helping answer questions, be available for our agents, but also the frustration of some of the things that we see sometimes that we go, why did they do that?
Yep.
And so one of those is if your agent ever says, hey, I'm going to take photos of my property with my phone, that should be a warning sign to
That's
end
a
that
red flag.
relationship.
Yep.
That's a red flag.
Yeah,
That's a red
jump.
flag.
Yeah. I
Unless
was
their
telling them
phone-
earlier.
Unless their phone is what? What's the red camera?
Their phone's not a red camera. We're just
Oh,
gonna say
okay.
that.
Yeah.
There's no chance their
But-
phone's a red
yeah.
camera.
But we were showing a $1.6 million home, and all the photos were taken on a phone, and so not edited, not beautiful, not showing all the amazing features of the house, reflections everywhere. It was embarrassing. Honestly, that was, for our industry, that's an embarrassment because
Well,
if
you said that it was a pretty nice house too, right? Like a high end house, and there are kind of some requirements or some steps that you may even go a step further doing in a nicer house, which we have. Staging would be something that you would do potentially.
The virtual walkthrough tour.
Yep, the
which
virtual
is
walkthrough
wonderful.
tour.
Yep.
Yeah, the Matterport. You're gonna want that kind of stuff. You're gonna want to take an extra anything you can do to showcase the property. At best, sometimes in those cases with an elaborate property or a really nice property, you may do a aerial shoot because you want to showcase what's going on in a rural situation or a home on acreage. Lots of steps to that, and you definitely don't want to be taking photos on your phone.
Well, we do a video. We'll do a video for our clients on our phone, but you're really good at putting it together.
That just happens to be the medium I use. I mean, for this show, we're using cell phones.
Yep.
Like, so this, I mean, it's but I also know how to,
navigate that,
do video editing and producing and I'm able to incorporate that.
Well,
and technology has come a long way. However, that being said, I still leave the photos that I clearly could take to the professionals because there's a process that they do. It's a partnership that we have that we want to ensure that everybody's getting the same level of service. And so that's a service that we provide for all of our listings is, high quality professional photos. In some instances that could include more than that.
We do. We also make sure that we do professional cleaning. We get a house cleaner out to your house. We'll help you stage your property with the things you have in your house. For instance, we had a client that was a hunter, and he had a bunch of animals on the wall.
I had to take them down.
I had to tell him, you have to take all that down. And he's like, where do you want me to put it? I'm like, I don't really care. It has to come down. That might not be something a buyer wants to see.
Well, and talking about
that was his thing.
You're going to want to appeal to the most
masses.
Amount of people. Like, we love hunting. We love Colorado lifestyle, all that. Yeah. We're not hating on that. It's just that, you're going to want to appeal to everybody. And if you turn somebody off with whatever that might be, that's going to be bad. If it's a smell, if it's a piece of furniture, if it's, some kind of violent or something that they don't agree with, like you want all that stuff to be consolidated and not out on display for the whole world to see, because basically when you list your house, that's what happens.
And everybody can see it because it's all over the internet.
They can all see it.
Yep, and then they'll have access to that. So we walk you through it and hold your hand along the way, which is really helpful in a stressful situation for some people. Like sometimes selling your house isn't an easy thing or an easy feat to go through, especially when, we got to kick them out for an hour here and there to go show
That's probably the hardest part of the whole thing. Like, regardless of the, the dates and deadlines, the hardest part, speaking from experience, is that time when, when you've got showings all day and you just have to leave and you've got a family and that's where you live, but you've got to leave. And so that's just what you do. And a lot of times, depending on the market, we may suggest that you go to your parents' house for the weekend, rent a hotel, go on a staycation, lots of different options, but it's that's the hard part. I mean, that's a really,
but I think what you're hitting on too is like, we're helping you plan that, right? We're helping you, like we give you a guide of here's the things that you need to do as the seller, and here's the guide of what we're going to do as the agents. And I think if you don't get that, and I get, and hearing that there's listings out there that people didn't give market analysis, they didn't say here's how I came up with this price, as opposed to just pulling it out and saying we should list it at this price. Well, now you know why sometimes some of these houses on the market for hundreds of days, right? And it's because they didn't get it done the way it's supposed to be done. And so that's really part of the biggest piece. It matters who you hire. It really does. And I can't emphasize that enough.
Yeah. And if you're an agent, take the time and do the right thing and, get the photos done. You're not doing anybody a service by putting up some cell phone photos.
Right.
No.
And
be
just in poor taste, honestly.
And be honest. Just
So,
tell people, right? Hey, we got to do this. Like that's what they're paying you to do.
yep.
Tell them, hey, we've got it. Like Chris said, and what Shan was saying, you might have to take down that picture. You might have to take down, the moose's head. That's
Well,
probably not going
and
to be.
as awkward as those conversations are, it's for good reason that we're asking those things, and we've been through it enough times that we can see the red flags a lot quicker,
Right.
and potentially if you have thousands of books or something, you may have to start packing those up because I don't know. There's just a lot of things that we've run into out there, and
It's experience.
We've seen
Yeah.
it all.
if you're trying to showcase a property,
hoarders to
Yeah.
vacant houses to all of it.
and the importance of the photos is huge. I mean, because of the world that we live in, like
It's the
you're
buyer's
watching
first
this
impression.
on somebody's,
Right.
somebody's watching this on their phone. I mean,
Yep.
everything is viewed, like all the homes are viewed online first.
Right.
So
Without a doubt.
It's not like the age where when we bought our house, yes, we saw it online, but our broker at the time took us to neighborhoods that we wanted to be in that matched our price point. We didn't look at it on our phone and see all
When
of
we
that.
bought our first house,
Yes,
that's
when
what
we
we
bought our
First
house.
house.
It wasn't we had a paper contract.
No, what happened?
And the loan application, it was like
Well,
you had to
all
fire
that-
you had to
that-
fire up the AOL to even do that. But versus
We didn't look at our homes online.
No.
That's not true. Our broker came
Yes.
to our house knowing our price point
and
from
the
our
sheets.
lender, and
Yep.
she had
sheets.
the sheets, and she said, here's the houses we're going to see. So
Yep.
Yep.
that's how it went. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
like you can go down there and be like, oh, I like this one, or I can heart this one, and this
Yeah.
one's cool, or can we see this one, Shannon? Whatever. It, like, the technology has come so far. Literally, she had papers,
Yep.
hard papers, and she was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is what we're gonna go see.
Yep,
And
she
so
had-
at the
she
end
had
of the day,
this. I had to print out all of these.
at the end of the
today.
day, we're
Yeah.
like, okay, that's our 5 choices, I guess.
Yep, that's-
Which one
Yeah.
do you like the best?
Yep, it was
Yeah.
literally 5 at the time.
Pick it and
Where to
go.
live,
Yeah,
you
which
know?
one
Yeah.
do you want?
Yep.
We picked
Yeah.
a good house. We
We
built
did.
it.
That
We
house-
built
Yeah.
sweat equity in it.
Oh,
we
I
did
love that
good.
one. Oh, yeah.
That's the fun thing about it is that you get to have that opportunity.
Well, and it's interesting because I was listening to a show that I won't mention, but I really like, and they were talking about people today, young people, and the question, do you rent or do you own a home? And actually, what I was kind of surprised by is that this person was saying, unless you have a family, there's no reason to own a home. And nowadays, like, a lot of the younger folks are just not having families. So that's kind of a mentality that
Interesting.
we're running into. But the argument is quite simple. Like, it's the quickest way to build wealth. That
Without a
little
doubt.
house that we purchased so many years ago did so well for us.
Right.
Better than we ever could imagined. Far exceeded our expectations of what we thought that home could have done for us, other than provide us a place to live. And it does provide you a place to live during
Right.
that time, or an income stream, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I mean, I wholeheartedly do not agree that you shouldn't own a home. Brian is a great example. He owned a home when he was 18 years old, like right when you could.
Yeah.
When you can first buy a house, when people are thinking about so many other things other than buying a home. I mean,
Right.
clearly,
Well, and I couldn't rent. I wasn't old.
Right.
I had to be 21 to rent. So
Well,
out of
yeah.
necessity, I had to buy.
and we all know that
That's
the rent
interesting.
Yeah.
the rent is not getting any cheaper.
No.
I
Up
mean-
up 8% this year. It's
And it's not easy to navigate that either. We have clients who has friends coming into the Springs. They've been living in an Airbnb,
Extended week
yeah, like
hotels.
week to week or whatever, place until they find something. And every application they put on a house or on a property, they wait 3 days to get told no.
yeah, that's
It's
brutal.
it's brutal for them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you guys why are you running upstream? Let's just get them into a house for the same
Yeah.
payment. I know we can
Yeah.
do it. I'm like,
Without a doubt.
I know
Without a
we can
doubt.
do it. So it's interesting, but All that aside, who you hire matters. Make sure you're
Yep.
asking the questions when you're getting ready to sell your house. Are you going to help me stage it? Are you going to help me like streamline? Are you going to give me tips on that? Are you
Right.
going to help me get professional photos, or are you going to come in with your camera? Are you going to review contracts? That's a big one.
Right.
People don't even know what they're signing 90% of the time, and we'll review the contract with you line by line before you go
Well,
through
that's
it.
important to us.
It's really important to
Yeah.
me that people know what it is they're looking at, because it is a legal binding contract and it says it right on the top.
Yep.
On top of that, everything is electronic, so we can help you like sign remotely. You don't have to print it out and bring it to us. You can do it on your phone. Unless you need me to print it out and bring it over to you, we can do wet signatures. Say you don't like the internet, and you
Right.
don't have a phone, and you don't want to do any of that. We have that capacity
and
as
you're
well.
probably not watching this live
Yeah, you're
stream.
not. Yeah, if you know somebody like that, and you know the biggest thing for that with all of that is make sure you're asking those questions, because if
Yeah.
your person isn't doing that, you might need to have a different conversation with them
Yeah.
or somebody
With some
else.
or somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Call us.
yep, it matters. We'll be there.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
good.
Come on over
good
to my
info.
next hot dog bar. We're gonna go see John
Oh
Mayer.
yeah.
And what else?
We're doing it.
We're doing it. Woohoo.
We're doing
Yeah.
it.
Yep. Thanks
All right,
for
guys.
Thanks for
Thank
tuning
you, guys.
in. Have a
Thanks
great
for
weekend.
tuning in.
Bye.
Feel good Friday.
Yes.
Enjoy your weekend.
Yes.